Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to this exciting YouTube channel today. I hope you're doing well. In this very quick lesson, what I would like to talk about are image literals, and there's something that I never really knew about image literals until just recently, and it's actually very helpful. So if you've been developing iOS applications for quite some time now, what you can do to select your image assets inside of your project is to use the image literal syntax like so, and double click on this baby right here. You'll reveal all of your assets that are inside of this assets catalog file right over here. So this is pretty easy to actually select the correct asset, right? So let's say I want to click on the flame icon right here. It just shows up like that. Pretty simple and pretty straightforward. However, one problem with this approach is that, if your project grows very large, this drop-down list also grows very large with it. And then when there's 1,000 icons inside of this list, it's very hard to, locate the asset that you're looking for. So the way to get around this problem is to use the asset finder instead of this image literal. So let's hit backspace, hit Command, Shift, and M all together. You'll open up this little dialog, which can, allow you to filter down by typing in whatever string you want inside of this top section here. So pretty straightforward there. And you can also drag down on this list on the right side scroll bar and see all of your assets. So let's say I want to actually select my fire icon right here. Just type in fire, and what you want to do is to drag this guy to the right side like so. Now, one problem I notice about this approach is that whenever you drag the asset out, it'll actually select the 3x here and also the 2x right here, which doesn't work for your Xcode project. So hit backspace and backspace, and you should be good to go. You can run your project and everything is going to compile correctly. So let's just wait for this guy to show up, and you'll see the flame icon on the middle right there. Okay, so another problem with this approach is that if you don't have your assets specified correctly, you'll get a problem with this little trick. So let's try to do this again with the message icon. You'll see it looks fine right here, and I'll drag this to the right, and you'll see if I double click on this, the actual message bubble icon never shows up. So you might be asking, well, what the heck is going on? Well, if you kind of highlight this guy and copy and paste it inside of something like the notepad editor, you'll see that it's trying to locate the 3x of that icon, and Xcode doesn't really like that. What it really wants is something like this instead. So I believe this is the correct syntax. Let me copy that, hit the backspace here and paste it in here. I think you need a pound in front of that guy, and you'll get your bubble to show up just like so. Now, this is kind of a problem, but the way to fix this is to make sure that you go inside of your assets. And for this icon right here, you don't have the 2x and 1x. So let's wipe this baby out, hit backspace here. I'm going to go into my XD project right here. So let me just drag this into the view. And what you can do is you can just click on that, hit Command E and import this as an iOS icon. And I already have it in here, so I'll just cancel out of the project. I'll drag this bad boy out of the way again. And I'm going to locate my finder right here. And let me just go over here and click on the correct folder. You'll see that I have my 3 icons here, and here I'll drag this guy into the Xcode project. And now everything is showing up with 1x, 2x, and 3x, which looks like so. Okay. Having said all that, let's head back into our project with the image missing right now. So again, you can use the image literal to select the icon, or you can just hit Command, Shift, and M all together and just type in messages. You'll see this guy pop up like so. Drag this into the right side, and because we have the 2x and 3x right over here, they're going to show up now. So hit backspace and backspace. And if you want to confirm that this is working, just Command or double click on this guy, and you should see the icon show up inside of your editor, kind of like this and like this. I feel like this is a bug that Xcode really needs to fix, but eventually they'll get to fixing this when they, I guess, have the time after WWDC this year. Alrighty, everybody, that's going to be it for today's lesson on image literals and how to select your images faster. If you want to learn how to build out the Tinder course application right over here on the right side, you can check out the course using the link in the description below. I've been working on the ability to integrate chat inside of our application, which is going to look like this. You kind of slide back and forth like that, clicking on Mr. Squid right here will show up all of the messages for this particular user, and clicking on this bottom one should do the same thing. And so again, if you're interested in checking out the course, use the link in the description below. That's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye bye guys.